Hi, my sunshine friends. Miss Tara has another really cool STEM experiment that I'm super excited to share with you guys today. We are going to try to make solar powered ovens, which is going to be so much fun. So we're going to start by reiterating the different forms of energy that we talked about in the past. We talked about mechanical energy. So that is the energy when we walk or we run, we exercise, energy in motion, molecules that are in motion. We talked about our electrical energy. It flows from electrons, from when we plug our things in, like our blender and our mixer and our iPads, your Xbox. So you take your plug, you put it into the outlet, and then those electrons are transferred from an electrical system in our house that goes through and it powers through our cords. Okay, we talked about thermal energy, which would come from a fire. It's gonna produce heat. So we can do a fire, a candle. We talked about a little bit about hair dryers, mommy's oven, the microwave, things like that would be part of our thermal energy. We talked about sound energy, and we've talked about sound energy before. So we can play instruments and make beautiful sounds. We can sing beautiful songs. Sound energy comes from vibrations. So put your hand over your neck, and I just want you to talk. Just say, today is a great day. And you're gonna feel the vibration of your vocal cords vibrating back and forth onto your hand. So your hand is gonna pick up those vibrations, and it's gonna send that message all the way down, all the way up to our beautiful brains, and our beautiful brains are gonna interpret our message. Same with like our hearing and our tasting and our seeing and our touching. Our brain is always working. We're always breathing. We don't have to tell our body to breathe. It's just gonna breathe. Our heart's always gonna pump. But then there's other things that we do tell it to do. Like maybe if we wanna run really fast, we're gonna tell it like we need to kick those legs in and really, really go. Okay, now the last form of energy that we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna talk about this today, is solar powered energy or light energy. So yesterday I showed you a flashlight. It worked off of a battery. But today we're gonna talk about solar energy. So if we think about solar energy, I wonder if you can guess what that would come from. Well, Miss Tara's sitting outside and it's bright and it's way up high in the sky and it goes to sleep at night. I'm talking about the sun. So our sun produces an enormous amount of energy every single day. It actually is 174 petawatts of incoming solar radiation. Most of it, a little bit gets reflected back, like 30%, but the rest gets absorbed by our earth and our oceans and our rivers, and we use it. So our plants use solar energy to make food through photosynthesis. We can use our solar energy to cook with, which is what we're gonna do today. We are gonna make our own solar powered oven, which I'm super excited. We can also dry our clothes. Like if Miss Tara had a load of laundry that I had just washed, I could hang them all up here. They could dry in the sunshine. That would be awesome. The largest solar powered plant is in the United States. It's in California in the Mojave Desert. It is 1,000 acres long. Miss Tara would love to go and see it. I think that would be so cool. So our sun is completely free. It helps our plants. We have to have plants to live. We've talked about that. So it's how our plants make food. We can use it to cook. We can use it to dry things. We can use it to make solar panels, which would form energy, light energy. Now, here's the thing. We always have to be careful in the sun. So Miss Tara just brought out our basic safety things. When we're in the sun, we should probably, especially if we're gonna be in the sun a long time, we've got sunglasses. They protect our eyes from the sun. We don't ever look directly into the sun. We've got our sunscreen, which mommy puts on you guys all the time if you're at the beach, at the pool, if you're gonna play outside, we put our sunscreen on, especially in the summer, but we should probably put it on every day. And then of course a hat, which is gonna be on your head. It's gonna protect your little face from sunburn, because we don't wanna get sunburned. That's no fun at all. All right. Today we've got a lot of things we've got to prepare. So Miss Tara gathered our supplies to make our solar powered oven. I just took a box. If you had a pizza box, that would be the best one ever, but I didn't. So I just had this box in the recycle, and we're gonna cut it and I'm gonna show you. So you can literally use any box. You can make any box work. Then you need a piece of plastic. So Miss Tara just has one of these Ziploc bags. I'm just gonna cut it and alter it because that is gonna serve as part of our energy that's gonna cook. You're gonna need a pair of scissors. You're gonna need tape, aluminum foil, and a hanger or wire. You could use a pencil, anything that's gonna help keep our box open. So I'm gonna give you a second to gather, or you guys can pause it, to gather your supplies. You need your box, you need some plastic, you need some scissors, you need some tape, and then you need some aluminum foil. So those are our materials. Oh, and you need your hanger, some form of wire. Okay, so as always, we're gonna talk about our experimental procedure. So we're gonna ask a question. Can we make a solar powered oven? Okay, well, we're gonna do that. Then we've got our materials, which Miss Tara just showed you. Here are all of our materials that we're gonna use to make it. Then we are gonna go ahead and do our experiment. So we're gonna sit it out in the sunshine. We're gonna see if it cooks some nachos. I think that's what Miss Tara is gonna make with it today. You guys can make anything you want. So after we do our oven at the very end, I'm just gonna get in some tortilla chips, some already cooked meat you could put in there. I wouldn't cook your meat outside all day, not for this experiment. So I'm just gonna do some tortilla chips, and I'm gonna do some jalapenos and some tomatoes and some cheese. And we're gonna see if we can get our cheese to melt. So that's gonna be our experiment. All right. So the first thing Miss Tara needs to do is I am gonna take this box like this, and I'm gonna cut a panel out of this box. Now this does not have to be perfect, as you guys know. And Miss Tara is not an artist like Mrs. Maurer, so it's not gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna put my scissors in, and Mommy or Daddy can help you guys with this. And I'm gonna cut straight down the back like this. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut a panel across like this. It's gonna look like a little window. And now I'm gonna cut this straight up. Okay, so now as you can see, Miss Tara started cutting here, and then I cut across, and then I cut here. So I have a little window. So this is actually gonna wind up being our solar panel here. And then we're gonna be able to put our chips in here. Okay, so now our box is like this. Well, we're gonna wanna open our box. So Miss Tara is gonna cut, like a pizza box would open. So Miss Tara is just gonna cut it like this on the sides so that we can actually open it to put our food in and out. Now we're never gonna cut this back because we need this to stay in place, intact. Now Miss Tara is gonna cut this side. Okay, so here's our panel, and now here is our box. Tara's just gonna tape this because it's not a pizza box, so I had to alter it just a little bit and it's coming undone. So I'm just gonna tape the corner. And you know, as a scientist, we can always engineer new products if we need to. Okay, so now our box should open up. Let's see if I cut it all the way. Okay. So that way we can put our materials inside. All right, so now what we are gonna do is we are gonna open up our flap right here. And we are gonna take some of our aluminum foil, and Mommy or Daddy or your brother or sister can help you because it does have a pretty sharp edge, so I don't want you to get cut. But we're just gonna measure, eyeball it. And now Miss Tara is going to tape it onto our panel like this. This is such a perfect day to make our solar oven. Okay, so we've got our solar panel now taped on. And now we're gonna open up our box because we need to put this clear. Right here. And Miss Tara's gonna tape it, and then you're gonna fit it into your opening like this. And then we're gonna tape it all the way around. So Miss Tara is now gonna flip it up, and I'm gonna tape it in. As you can see. And we want to keep it pretty tight because this is actually gonna keep our heat inside our oven. So I'm gonna use a lot of tape. More than we typically would in class. So Miss Tara's just gonna tape it all the way around. Just like so. I'm trying to be quick so that our videos aren't forever long and you guys can have more fun doing it than watching it. Okay. Now Miss Tara's gonna tape it nice and good all the way down. Okay, so now we have our outer solar panel, and now we have the clear section right there that we used our baggie, like a gallon-sized baggie. And now we're gonna fill the bottom with aluminum. And again, Mommy or Daddy can help you cut your aluminum. And then you can set it inside like so. Now you're gonna see that our oven is really taking place. Now where our foil and our plastic meet, Miss Tara's just gonna tape this part as well so that we can seal in our heat as best we can. And I'll tape our foil in place here, just in a couple spots. We'll just tape it in place. So when we put our food in, it doesn't fall out. And then I'm gonna tape this edge. This is gonna be a fun family project, I have a feeling. Okay. So then we can put it back on. So now, to reiterate, here was our Stouffer's box. We cut to make a flap. We opened up that flap, and this is what we put, this is gonna be our solar panel. This is what we put our aluminum on. Then we cut our box open so that we could lift it up like a pizza box. And maybe you have a pizza box. That would make it a lot easier. So now after we did that, we opened it and we taped inside a piece of plastic. Now the easiest piece of plastic that Miss Tara had here was just like a Ziploc baggie, a big gallon size. I just taped it right in all along the edges, just like that. And then I went ahead and put the foil on the bottom of our tray so it can cook nice and good. And then I taped it across here so that we can keep our heat inside. And now the sun just poked out again. So this is our materials. We made our oven, and we want our panel to stay open. So this is why we use our hanger. So let's figure out how we can do that. If Miss Tara just bends it like so, I feel like it might stay up. Maybe I'll tape it. And you guys, again, can do this however you want because my little scientists are so good. And I'm sure that some of you guys have a lot better idea than Miss Tara at how to keep it open, because we want it to reflect. We want the light waves to cook our food, so we want it to reflect on the inside. So you guys can work with this. Miss Tara's just gonna tape it very simply like so. Probably if I have a pin, it's gonna work better. I think the pin will work better for Miss Tara. Again, trial and error like we always do in our class. So Miss Tara's gonna get our pin about here. Just gonna stick it in this end. Okay, and I'm just gonna tape it up to the top. I think this will be a better way to do our experiment. Well, Miss Tara just messed up that piece of tape. That's okay. We'll do it again. You're gonna want it. Okay, Miss Tara's just gonna push it down a little bit farther. Okay. All right, now Miss Tara's gonna get our food. We're gonna put it in, and then we're gonna see if it works. All right, my friends, now we get to put our food in. Miss Tara just got some nacho chips. I had already washed my hands. I'm gonna put our chips in the bottom. Then Miss Tara's gonna add some of our tomatoes. We like tomatoes on our nachos. Miss Tara's gonna then add some jalapenos. Put some spice in there. And last, Miss Tara's gonna add some cheese. And as we think about our experiment, remember, we wanted to see if we could make a solar oven. So we wanted to use the sun's power to melt our cheese on our nachos. So here's putting our cheese on. You can see it. So we want to test it. Now we are testing it. We built our oven, now we're gonna test it. Miss Tara's gonna close up our oven, just like this. You're gonna get our panel in just like this. And Miss Tara's gonna look for the sunshine. And I'm gonna turn it in the direction that the sun is. And we are gonna cook our nachos. So super exciting. We found that solar energy, it comes from the sunshine. It's been around for billions and billions of years, and it is the most important source of energy for all life forms. We talk about how our plants use it, they make food from it, then our animals eat our plants, and then we eat our animals and our plants, and the energy chain just continues to go up. Sunshine and solar energy is renewable, which means that each day, most days, we're gonna have more sunshine. Unless it's like a really cloudy stretch. In general, it's renewable every single day, unlike our fossil fuels. So when Miss Tara talks about our fossil fuels are more like our gasoline that goes into mommy's car or into the boats or goes into the lawnmowers, and those are non-renewable, which means we have to keep making that from some big process that causes pollution. In our solar energy, it doesn't cause pollution, which makes it an even better alternative. We can make big solar panels and harness more energy, and they are doing that around the world and definitely in California. Like I said, that big solar panel, which would be fun to go and see. We use energy to do work all the time. Energy makes things move. It makes our vehicles move. It makes our body move. We eat food to make energy so that we can run and jump and hop and play and do all the great things that we get to do every day. And it also makes things grow. I had so much fun with you guys today making our solar ovens. I'm really hoping that your all solar ovens work and that maybe you'll come up with some ideas to make an even better solar oven. I'm not sure. But at the very end of this clip, Miss Tara is gonna show you a picture of what it looks like at the end. And Miss Tara's actually gonna time and try to see how long it takes for it to cook. And I think that that would all depend also on the time of year. So we have brighter sun or stronger sunlight in the summer than we do in the winter and the fall and the spring. And as you guys know, we're in the spring right now, but today's a beautiful sunny day. So I definitely think it's gonna work. All right, my little scientists, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right, my friends, it's been about 7 minutes and Miss Tara is observing condensation, or what looks like it's cloudy, which means that there's steam inside, which means that our oven is working. Our solar power is definitely starting to melt our cheese. So I'm just gonna keep another record of how much time it takes for it to melt it. All right, my friends, it has been 1 hour and 22 minutes and I think we have it. All right, I can see that a lot of our cheese has melted. So I would say that our solar oven was a success. Took a long time, but very successful, and definitely a fun project that you and your families can work on. Have a super great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bye.